COP-30 was held in Belém, Brazil, in November 2025 and was described as the implementation COP because its main aim was to turn climate promises into real and visible action. Almost 10 years after the Paris Agreement, many countries are still struggling to deliver what they promised. Climate disasters are increasing, global inequalities remain high, and trust between developed and developing countries is weak. Against this background, COP-30 tried to shift the focus from new targets to actual implementation on the ground. Brazil promoted the idea of a global mutirão, meaning collective effort, where all countries work together and share responsibility. The Belém political package reflected this spirit and focused on better delivery of climate plans, more financial support, and a just transition that balances climate action with development needs. New initiatives were launched to help countries, especially in the Global South, with technology support, capacity building, and investment so they can meet their climate goals and adapt to climate impacts. For India, COP-30 was an important opportunity to highlight climate justice. India made it clear that countries have different responsibilities based on their historical emissions and development levels. It stressed that strong climate action cannot happen without reliable finance and technology from developed nations. One key political signal from the conference was the commitment to work towards tripling adaptation finance by 2035 to help vulnerable countries deal with floods, heat waves, droughts, and rising seas. However, this promise is not legally binding, which raises concerns because past finance pledges were not fully delivered. The Loss and Damage Fund also saw progress, with steps taken towards accepting funding requests. This is important for India, given its long coastline, large farming population, and exposure to extreme weather events. New ideas on climate finance were discussed, including plans to significantly increase funding flows to developing countries over the next decade. On fossil fuels, COP-30 did not agree on a binding phase-out roadmap. This outcome gave India flexibility, as it still depends heavily on coal for energy security and economic growth. At the same time, India supported a gradual and fair transition and welcomed efforts to expand cleaner fuels such as biofuels and green hydrogen, where it is already making progress. The conference also widened climate discussions to include health, trade, and community participation. Indigenous and local communities received more attention, and a new health action plan focused on climate-related health risks. Overall, COP-30 reinforced the message that real success will depend not on promises made, but on actions taken at home. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And before you leave, don't forget to answer this question in the comments below. Question: what was the main idea behind Brazil's concept of mutirão? A. Market-based climate solutions. B. Collective global effort for climate action. C. Private sector leadership only. D. Regional climate agreements.